The PMM Pulse, a 35-gram OP1 AK. So yeah, the PMM Pulse, really just a lighter OP1 AK. But is it worth it? What are the upsides and downsides to this mod? The weight, the clicks, the coding, the build quality. Let's get into it. So yeah, I just want to start this off by saying that I've actually mained the OP1 since about August 2024. It's just a really good shape for my fingertip grip, which I tend to sit at. Way better than something like a GPX, which became quite straining if I fingertipped it. My hands are just a bit too small to do that, you know. So yeah, to see it in a 35-gram package with the V1 internals, I just had to check it out, you know. So I just want to get started with the coding, you know. I really like the default coding on it. You know, I didn't go for the extra coding option. I went for a default, more textured coding on this PMM Pulse, which I already like a lot more than the OP1 8K's coding, because when my hands got wet, I did actually start slipping off of this mouse. No matter how much this coding gets glazed, it just didn't stick quite as well for me as something like this, especially with like the holes and stuff like that in it. How well it feels locked in, you know, when I get a little bit sweaty. I will say that, of course, I do miss the build quality a little bit on something like the OP1 8K, you know, like there's a bit of flex here on the back. If you don't have any carbon rods installed, which, I mean, you need at least one carbon rod installed in this, there would be side flex. There's a little bit of bottom flex, which, I mean, that doesn't matter to me at all. But, you know, just be aware that it's there. And the clicks have also definitely been a downgrade. You know, I can't really test it for you with this right now, but trust me, like these clicks, they still sound alright, but they feel a lot worse than the default OP1, which is expected. The default OP1's clicks were absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm gonna just drop a sound test for you guys in a second. I do want to add that, you know, they do feel worse than the default OP1 8K, but it wasn't something that I noticed in-game, just something that you definitely notice when you do go looking for it. But I could perform just the same with the PMM Pulse as I could with the OP1 8K in terms of clicks. It also definitely took me some time to get used to the weight in real game situations. I was definitely overflicking a bit at first when I got this mouse, but I ended up hitting some disgusting shots, which I had no right in. But you know, with this mouse, I can do it now. So yeah, with a lighter mouse, I've also noticed that doing stuff like target switching, you know, even just between two targets in a quick situation like right here, it felt a lot more effortless, you know, a lot more natural. So it was a very nice surprise, you know. After having all these experiences with this mouse and, you know, how a lighter weight is, I might just actually get the V2 internals at some point and, you know, I suppose OP1 max, OP1 minimize, I don't know what to call it, but I think I'm just going to build the best OP1 that I can at some point and, you know, stay with that for a while. So I've definitely enjoyed my time with the PMM Pulse. It's done a great job in terms of in-game performance, you know, the build quality is definitely a little bit worse. However, I would say that the lighter weight has definitely made my aim just slightly more responsive feeling in game. It's a small difference, you know, by no means do you need this. But if you want to get the best OP1, really, it's worth getting this mod at some point, or just something lighter than the default OP1 shell. It'll definitely help you out a little bit when it comes to like switching, or maybe stopping your flicks, you know? So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, you know, drop a like. If you want to support the channel, drop a sub. I hope you enjoy your day.